Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were going to start.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, we're Blair and Jamie. We're back.
Everyone's been asking where we were. We're not dead, as you can see.
It's too far.
So, no?
It's too far.
Okay.
Take that way.
All right. Sorry?
It's too far. Let's start over. Cut. Take two.
Go ahead. Tell them where we've been, Blair.
We went to West Virginia and did a fellowship where Jamie trained specifically in OB. So he could do
A lot of stuff.
And then the Lord took us out west. So we are currently in Nebraska for the time being.
It's definitely a type of area that suits us. So we've, the kids are all homeschooled. We're doing a lot of kind of our own type of just kind of being self-sufficient, canning, hunting, that type of thing. So
Speaking of kids, since the last time you saw us, we have had two. So we have Jonah, who is our oldest, Elijah, Solomon, Uriah, and Samson was just born. He is now 4 months old. And we homeschooled the two oldest right now, who are 7 and 6, almost 6.
we're done having children, if anybody was questioning that.
Tentatively
No,
done.
we're done having
We're
children.
tentatively.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
You know, I'm pretty
I
sure
want more.
we're done.
We have built them a little schoolhouse off of our house, and it's very tiny, quaint, and cute. Other than that, I think
That's
that's
it?
really our life update.
Yeah, here we are.
I got a question. Blair, can you verify, does Blake dye his hair?
But if I had to say, out of everybody in the family, guy-wise, who would start dyeing their hair, it would definitely be Blake.
100%.
There's
Blake.
no
Are you
doubt
kidding?
in my mind that he will be the first to
Yeah.
at least, and what'll happen is one of the girls will be coloring their hair and he will be like, just hit me. Just there's a couple grays here, just hit me here. That's what will happen. I guarantee you, in his lifetime, he will color his hair.
Absolutely. And this should go without saying, but I love the guy. I do. But he's going to be the one
He is
to
the
where
most-
as soon as he sees a gray hair, he's going to cry. Like
It'll
he's
hit
going to
him
cry
hard.
and he's going to be
It'll
like, he's not going to go outside like that. He's not going to go outside and let people see him with the gray
I mean,
hair.
it's Blake.
It will be dyed.
I mean, that's
So,
what he.
I mean,
yes, he.
it is what it is.
Did Brandon fall asleep during the birth of one of his kids?
Brandon absolutely fell asleep during the birth of Maya. I was there. I witnessed it. Casey yelled at him nicely, lovingly, that as she was pushing. Well, it was like right before the pushing part, but it was active labor. He was sleeping, and I have never been afraid of Casey, but in that moment, I was a little scared. So we're out west, and we bought acreage over finding a house, but we found a house that was like abandoned since like 2016, sat open, was vandalized, and we decided to restore it. It was built in what year? 1948.
48.
But it's like this. It was hand built by the people that previously owned it, and so we wanted to bring back the value of it and restore it to what it once was. But it's just a very small, two-bedroom, three-bedroom home. I mean, there's one questionable bedroom in the basement.
Yeah.
But there's like 2 bathrooms.
And I feel like when we look at that place, we're pretty proud of it, but it was a whole lot more work than it should have been. But it's small.
And so,
Very small house. You know, me, Blair, and our 5 boys, we're already, sometimes you kind of feel like you're living on top of each other. We built the basement. The kids kind of play down there. So there's one day, it was funny because it was pretty early in the morning, right?
no, it was in the evening. We were making
Okay.
waffles.
I was making waffles. That's why I thought maybe it was early in the morning.
No, we were having waffles for dinner. We were doing a breakfast for dinner type thing.
And something else you have to realize, we live out in the middle of nowhere. We have maybe our closest neighbor is 3/4 of a mile away.
Right.
So I was cooking waffles in my underwear. And then all of a sudden, like, we hear this big bang. And I don't know, like, when Dad knocks on the door, it's not like
It was
just a
Billy that
little,
knocked.
well, when Billy knocks on the door, then it's not like just a little quiet. It's like someone banging on the door. Like, what is going on? Like, what's happened? Because nobody knocks on our door. If any of our neighbors come over, they'll always call or text or something before. And we don't barely even have any neighbors. So someone's knocking on the door. It's a big deal. And then we kind of look outside.
So
and it's just-
you were cooking waffles, and you're like, go see who's here.
Yeah.
And I went to look out the window, and I'm like, Jamie, who's here? Like, there's a flood of people walking up our driveway. And I did a double take, I'm like, wait a second. That looks like Emma.
Just a
That's
big,
Gia.
big giant
Holy
bus,
cow,
just a
they're
flood
all
of
here.
people coming out of it.
I'm
It's
like, my entire family is here.
Oh my
And they're
goodness
walking up the
gracious.
driveway right now. And he's like, well, what did they like come in? And I'm like looking, I couldn't see any vehicle. And I'm like, I don't know. And it sounds like we're just leaving him hanging at the door, but this all happened within like 5
Really
seconds.
fast, yeah.
You know?
I had to go put pants on.
Right. And so then he went into the bedroom and I went and opened the door and Billy and everybody just starts flooding in.
Mm-hmm.
And at the point that they came to visit, we had only had just like we had rushed everything just to move in because we were renting a place in town.
Yeah, we only had the first floor
We
done.
only had the first floor. We had just started making the attic a closet. So like all of our clothes were in my bedroom and along the living room walls.
There wasn't much room.
Like there was
Right.
2 bedrooms finished, the kitchen, the living room, and the laundry room. And that was it. So there was like no room in the house whatsoever. Like you're standing shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
with everybody.
Surprise.
And when they came, I literally the day before found out I was pregnant with Samson.
I didn't get to finish my waffles. I was hungry.
No, the kids ate them all.
Yeah.
We made waffles and all the kids ate.